guys, what's up? Kevin Jones here, aka Chiron the Great, NPC Competitor, and this is my road to the St. Louis Pro. So I started competing this year, actually. The Arnold Classic 2019 was my first show. I started prep last June. So two guys actually that there's a bunch of guys obviously in the sport of bodybuilding that you look up to, like all the greats and everything like that you have numerous amounts of respect for. But just personal level, Chiron Pearson and Brandon Henderson. Brandon Henderson, a little more, is because he was actually the reason why I started competing. I met him at Chicago Pro last June, and I walked up to him, was talking to him, and he was, most pros, I didn't say most pros, but you just typically think like most celebrities, they have a lot going on, so they just don't really have a lot of time to, just kind of talk around, shoot the shit kind of thing. And he made time for that, and he actually was like, oh, so do you compete? And I was like, nah, man, I don't compete. I just, I'm a fitness guy. I guess I've been in the Army since 2007. So I've always been like physically fit, played some pro football, but I was never like a bodybuilder. And he was like, nah, man, I see it, you should compete. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I started prep for the Arnold Classic, where I placed 19th, self-prep, self-coached. So shout out to Brandon Henderson, and set me on this path that I'm on right now too. Also to shout out Chiron Pearson. So I take all Redcon 1 products. I'm a Redcon 1 tier operator. So everything, supplements, Redcon 1 is what I take. So. Make sure you use code T20KJones for 20% off all Redcon 1 product. As I said earlier, my first show was the Arnold Classic. I got back from that. My unit was sent to Korea for a training mission. It was only for about a month long, right around a month or so. So I went to Korea, I got back from that. I started prep for Chicago Pro, where I placed 3rd place in that, and men's heavyweight. And then I went to Japan, and I got back from Japan. Then I started prep for the Arnold Classic 2020, but then my unit received orders for deployment next year for a year. So it threw my whole entire 2020 year off. We have a lot of different things we had to get done that's around the Arnold Classic weekend, which I can't miss to compete. So that's how we got into the Chicago Pro, that's how we started. We shifted gears and we went towards the St. Louis Pro, with being my lone show next year. So the St. Louis Pro, April 11th will be my only show in 2020, and then I'll be deployed into May 2021. And then I'll be back and on the grind. So I'm actually gonna switch again. So I initially competed in men's classic physique. Then I went to men's heavyweight bodybuilding. And then this show will be men's physique at the St. Louis Pro. So just trying to find my niche and what's comfortable with me, also with being active in the Army National Guard. I can't just be like an open bodybuilder, because there are a lot of guys who say I look at my body type. I got pretty big legs as well and calves. They're like, oh, you should be an open bodybuilder. But I can't really do that when I'm still a current member of the Army National Guard. So I'm just trying to find what fits best for me in this sport. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on right now, and what's going to happen for the next year. So if anybody wants to compete or considering competing, I would just say, find a show and do it. It's not hard to get into it. Just get your NPC card, book your show, train, and go for it. Literally can't go wrong with it. So waiting for the right opportunity, it'll never happen. So that's just 5 minutes with me, getting to know who I am. Again, Kevin Jones, aka Chiron the Great.